Hello everyone, I am currently working on this project here to create a hatch door to the basement. This hole is not perfectly square, so I need to do a little work on that. This is basically how it's going to work. We'll lift it up like this. I'm going to put hinges on it and a handle, and then you can go down to the basement. So I've got my sideboards on to support. I had to do a fun little notch on this one because the concrete kind of juts out there, so in order to get it as straight as possible. And I'm going to straighten up this hole, maybe even cut the plywood a little bit to fit, and I'll show you the rest of my plans to make this all work as we go along. Here's the plan, and I'm going to probably have to do a little modifications in order to make it really work. But that's the basic plan. I've got my cuts done. Hopefully I don't have to recut too much stuff to make this all work out. Alright, I marked my line here. I'm going to cut, but I have a bunch of fasteners in my way. And I don't have a cat's claw, so I'm just using my Klein nippers here to get under the screw. It's a little easier to do with two hands, but just get under the nail, and pull it right out. Alright, I got all the metal removed. I set the depth of my saw. I want just a little bit of extra space. I might have to break some stuff or carve some stuff, I don't know, but I really don't want to hit the concrete. I am going to stick with my old saw blade in case I shell it out. I've got another one to replace it with. Alright, so here we go with our drop cut, back cut, forward cut. This was actually easier than I thought it would be. Went pretty smooth all in all, and I got a nice straight cut with the skill saw, or circular saw. Let's see if they come off. They'll get deep enough. Close. I'm going to lower it, make another pass. I won't make you suffer through that. Okay, I finished off the corners with the multi-tool. Had to use it a little over here to avoid hitting this concrete with the skill saw. Now it's time to test fit. See how well our line worked out. Oh, that's going to work out beautifully. I'm not going to close it yet because the next step is to put a handle on this so I can get it back open once it is closed. Okay, here's my piece, and the idea here is to take this D-ring clip and inset it so that the height of this will be the same height as the flooring I'm putting in eventually. I've determined that's a 1/4 inch. I need to inset it. I have my pattern drawn, and I'm going to use this here router to route out 1/4 inch deep in this 1/2 inch plywood, and so plug it in and get this going. I do enjoy using this router for some reason. I don't know, it's almost therapeutic. But here I'm going to start by going around the edges, following the line. And then I'm just going to kind of go back and forth and cut out all the stuff in the middle. Pretty easy. Voila! That's it. That's going to do it. I'm going to repeat this process for the hinges. Got my depth set on my router. And I'm going to put them with the hinge bump up because I'm going to have flooring. And I've tested this out with some little pieces where if I put it up, I don't know if you can see this, the depth is pretty consistent, and then I could open it up without the floor, and that's about my angle, without the flooring getting in the way of each other. Alright, I'm going to router this out and then move on. Alright, so I got the hinges on and the D-clip to lift it, so now it's time to go test fit it. Real test fit. Alright y'all, it is moment of truth time. Oh yeah, that I like. So now I just need to finish up the framing on the back side, and we are good with a hatch. Alright, there it is. Trap door with all of the framing, and it opens and closes just like it's supposed to, and holds weight. Okay, this is me being happy. What a beautiful day. We are almost up to freezing. What a heat wave. So we're going to move on to the next project. We're going to utilize our new hatch door here, and then we're going to go down the new stairs, which is so nice. They're solid and easy on the knees. So we're going to go down into the basement today and finish up that project we started the other day, securing under the bathroom floor and this area right here. Good morning, world. As you know, I've just been kind of wrapping up projects this week, and today I'm going to wrap up this project here. So I've got these floor jacks supporting part of the bathroom floor here, and I already put in this pillar kind of under the bathtub because that was pretty sketchy. So what I'm going to do, I've got a bunch of places here where there's unions of the boards and they're just kind of nailed together. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all of these with brackets. So I've got these brackets like this. I'm going to put them on with these structural screws, and then I'm going to fill them out with these bracket nails. It's all designed for this. And so that's what I'm doing today, and I'm going to get to it after I clean up a bunch of the spider webs and things that are around this area. Getting to it. Some of these locations are insanely hard to get to, but you can't hold me back. Yeah. Okay, I got all these brackets in. Brackets. And now I'm going to take these floor jacks out. And if you've been following along with the channel, this is nothing new to you, but hopefully I won't have to do this too many more times. In fact, this may actually be the last time I have to remove these floor jacks. All done. Lots and lots and lots of brackets all over the place. Some very difficult spots to get fasteners in, like this. And I got done just in time to avoid a blister. Can't see it. I'm here trying to overdub in the middle of the night, and I gotta wait for the train, I gotta wait for the furnace. Eventually that furnace is gonna shut off and I'm gonna finish this. Hey everyone, I'm working on other things this week, not working a lot on the house. I'm really working more on these businesses and things. We're trying to get to the point where we can get bank accounts, but we have to negotiate operating agreements and all sorts of things on that front. As soon as the bank accounts get started, I'm going to be shopping for vans, and that's real exciting. Really looking forward to that. But before I do that, I need to reach out to some carrier companies and see what their requirements are, so I make sure I get the correct van for the business. And then I'll be looking at insurance and onboarding and all these sorts of things. So I'll make an entire video on that at some point once things start moving. We're also doing the property thing, and we've been looking at houses, but we're kind of taking a beat on that right now until we get everything set up and find out if we can get additional financing or funding. And so again, I'll make a whole video on that, and we'll have that. So we're getting close to the point where this channel is going to start forking in different directions. So I'm excited about that. I am doing just a little bit of work on the house this week, so just kind of wrapping things up, especially in this room here, the living room, where we've got our plants looking a lot better. We spread them out and have been doing a little better job taking care of them now that we can see them, and they make our mood much happier. Look at those flowers, aren't those cool? Man, we got all sorts of flowers on this guy and this one, and even this one's about to flower. So that's cool, and I'm gonna take and mount this TV up on the wall, and I got another monitor there for the workstation, and really getting this workstation dialed in. So I've got the dual monitors running. I also have an additional keyboard and mouse and my DaVinci Resolve controller, all these things working together, and that's so nice, helping me do my video editing. But right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish sealing the trim to the wall with this caulk. So I've done this wall, this entire wall, and I've done this entire wall. All that's left is that top trim there and this window. I need to seal around the outside. I've done the inside. And the reason I am sealing all this is because here we have a lot of these beetles, and they kind of get everywhere, and they like to find little places to hide and overwinter. And so I am reducing the number of places they can hide so we don't have to really worry about that in the future. So that's what I'm going to do now, and then I'm just going to keep working on research and things for the businesses. All right. A little squeeze with the old caulk gun to apply it, and then we're going to do a little smooth with the finger, and that's about all it takes.
Time for a little Sunday afternoon music. Chimney, chim-chim-cheree. The sweep is as lucky can be. Chimney, chim-chim-cheroo. Good luck will rub off when I shake hands with you. Oh, blow me a kiss and let's lucky too. chimney, chim, chimney, chim, chim, chimney. When you're with us, sweet dear, and glad company. Now there's only one happier crew, and then on one singing chim, 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 chiroo. Chim, chim, chimney, chim, chimney, chim, chiroo. Look in your waltz. like I should save that last verse for the end.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, it's kind of.
Instead of repeating it like we did.
And
But
we
yeah,
yeah, we do a slow down on that one.
that's probably enough for a video.
Cool. Thanks.
Do whatever we want.